Hey guys, Kim here from Kim on a Whim. In today's video, we are going to make this backyard into our summer oasis. We have stuff that needs to be planted, we have weeds that need to be pulled, we have pools that need to be cleaned, we have patios that need to be polished. We are getting all of this done, and I have a group with me. I have Mia and Nick helping me because it is all hands on deck. Oh, and we're going to have a fancy dinner. Not really a fancy dinner. We're having a hot dog, but remember I said if you cut something on an angle, it makes it fancy. So I hope you guys hang out for this video. Hit that subscribe button so you can see when I post any of my videos, usually on Sundays. Let's get started with getting this palm in a pot. So a funny thing with the plants is we all decided one day, let's get some plants. So we went to Walmart and we're looking through and I said, all right, everybody split up, pick your plants. We all come back to the cart, we have our plants, we put them down and we're looking at them thinking, I don't know how well that's all going to work together, but you know what? We all picked it for a reason. So we just went with it, planted them, and they looked so cute. Like I was afraid the purple that I picked really wasn't going to go well with the yellows and the oranges, but it broke it up a little bit and gave it some different color in there. And if you see this pole here, that's my tiki torch. It's on a square base, and since this pot is square, I was able to fit it right in there and then just pile dirt on it and put the flowers on top. I didn't want to do anything concrete in case I need to change it out or if I wanted to just move it around easily. Now Mia's going to move on to her little vegetable garden area. She's going to plant some tomato plants. We did start seeds. I shouldn't say we. Mia started seeds in, I think it was like sometime in April. But we couldn't find a really good spot for them in the house. They had to be in the house because it was still too cold outside, but we needed somewhere sunny that they wouldn't get knocked over. Long story short, we didn't find a spot where they wouldn't get knocked over. So we had to wind up going to Home Depot and just buying some tomato plants.
I don't really need a new friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone not afraid to give it all to me. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but
Tomato plants are in, so now she's going to move on to the pepper and the cucumber, get those planted. I will say this year we haven't really done well with our vegetable garden. I don't know if it's because it's in an area where there is full sun, maybe a little shade. I thought this stuff does well in the sun. Mia did like a mix of her soil, so I don't think it's that. I think it might just be the area that they're in, but I think next year we're going to try a different spot in the yard for our garden.
try. Oh, this is the real thing. I'm down if you're down, boy. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden.
So during the summer months, everybody has their designated outdoor chores. And one of the chores that Nick has is everything lawn. So as I'm going around cleaning up some of the stuff that's on the patio, he's actually going to start weeding everything in the flower bed here. He takes care of all the lawn stuff, the mowing, the weeding, weed whacker, like all of that. Luckily he does, because I would never be able to bend my knees like he is right now. I would break my legs in half if I tried to sit in this position for any length of time. But you know what? He's a trooper, except for this little sneeze here. But he got all of this weeded out for me. So while he's doing that, I'm going to go and move the furniture around on the lawn here. We do have a couple hammocks that we set up outside. We recently got the hammocks. We got one, I think Greg bought everybody a hammock for Christmas time. kind of an odd gift for Christmas time. You would think it would be more summer thing, but he bought the hammock and we just needed to get the stands. And these Adirondack chairs, I got those at Home Depot probably 2 years ago, I think now. So we like to just set them up around the fire pit. We'll put the fire pit out on the lawn so that way it's far enough away from everything. Anybody who wants to sit near the fire pit can. And then we also have the area that'll be on the patio where anybody wants to sit where the table is. So right now Mia is going into the garage where that's something that's going to be coming up soon, because like I said in my last video, we were supposed to get our shed yesterday, which was Friday, but now the delivery has been pushed to Monday. So hopefully Monday it'll get here. And I know Greg has a few days off, so him and Nick can put that together.
Singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep in your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
Now I'm going to clean off the table here. This table sits outside all year, so it has seen better days. Today I'm just going to clean it off, but I was researching to see what would bring a shine back to it. Because when we originally bought it, it was like a nice shiny table. And it has like a faux wood grain in it that you can't see, but it is aluminum. And I read car wax would work on it. So I'm going to try that and I'll let you guys know how that works.
Just like the movies, I was gonna stay in the fight with you. Just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep.
Okay, so the table's all cleaned off. Now we're just going to add the cushions back onto the chairs. I grabbed these cushions at Walmart last year, and so far they've worked really well with the chairs. They came with cushions when we first got them, but like I said, the set's kind of old, so the cushions just got worn out, and I was able to find these at Walmart. I think they were only like $12 or $13 a piece, so it wasn't too bad considering there's 6 chairs here, because there were some cushions I was looking at that, like, each cushion was so expensive, and we only use this area, I'm gonna say like maybe 4 or 5, not even 5 months, probably just 4 months out of the year, because springtime, it's always raining, and then come September, like, you know, everybody's back to their school grind and nobody really has time to be hanging out outside. So for something that we're using only for a few months, like 2-3 months, I'm not going to go crazy and, you know, spend $50 per cushion when I have 6 chairs. That's just, I can't justify something like that. Now we're just going to move on to put the umbrella up. This is the one part that we like to keep a little shaded for people. That way, like I said, they can hang out under here, get some shade. And I'm looking for spiders, because anytime I put this umbrella up, there's always a spider in the umbrella up top. So I was just checking to make sure it wasn't going to jump on me.
Everything feels like art, yeah. When I give you every part of me, I can't believe this is reality. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like art, yeah. I'm just curious. When did you know you had feelings for me? Maybe some.
Now I'm just arranging all of the pots on the patio. I will say, money saving tip, if you want something that's going to come back year after year, grab hostas. These things are so hardy. I can honestly say I have ones out front that are years old. They will grow, so they'll get big over time. And you shouldn't, but you can forget to water them because I have. And they still do really well. Lavender's another one that does really well. I have some of those out front in pots, and I'm not sure what I'm doing with that one yet. I don't know if I want it in the garden or the pots. Here's Kitty just checking out, seeing what everybody's doing. She likes to hang out in the grass, and we have her kind of tethered so she won't run away. I'm going to grab the tiki torches. I'm going to fill those up so that we can sit out here and not be eaten alive by bugs.
Even in my wildest dreams, even in my wildest dreams. Oh yeah, even in my wildest dreams, I didn't think we were destined to be. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like oh yeah. Wanna give you every part of me. I can't believe this is real.
So I was saying earlier how everybody has their outdoor summer chores, and one of Mia's is the pool. She takes care of everything pool. Vacs it, skims it, chlorine, you name it, she's got it. And it always looks nice.
Isn't this the good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Shown only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on it goes. Round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute. Taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes. Swinging down in life, you know. Breathing out air for a minute. Yeah. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear.
Okay, so while Mia's outside finishing up the pool, which it's going to look great, I know it. She could be out there for hours just vacuuming that pool. I think it's very therapeutic for her. I moved inside so that I can get dinner together. Just doing a really quick dinner tonight. I'm going to make a mac salad, and we're also going to have a fancy hot dog. Actually, it's just a hot dog, but remember I said, if you cut something on an angle, it makes it fancy. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a few minutes. Just going to peel a carrot real quick. And then in the mac salad, I already did the pasta. I boiled that, cooled that in some cold water to stop it from cooking so that it doesn't get mushy. I'm going to add some mayo in. Again, making it at home, you can put in it what you want. And that's always a good thing because I know, for instance, Mia doesn't like any kind of celery, whether it be salt, like celery seeds, even just fresh celery. None of it. So I don't put any of that in here, although you could, and it does taste really good. I did put some Dijon mustard, and I also put some relish. Now I'm just going to shred up some carrot and put that in there. I also put salt and pepper, and you should put a little bit of pasta water, but I forgot to save some. But it still turned out really good without the pasta water. I always forget to save my pasta water when I'm making a recipe. But I'm just going to mix everything up and get it to sit for a little bit just so the flavors can come together. And then I'll show you how I'm going to make that hot dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good life. Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. Could play my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beach side. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah, put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, put your rose-colored glasses on. Put your rose-
So in just a second, I'll show you a close-up of what I'm doing here. And it's pretty much just making crisscrosses in the hot dog. I usually go one direction like 5 times, and then I'll come back in and go in the other direction 5 times. I'm trying to move my hand here so I can just show you exactly how I'm doing it. I'll do that on both sides. Just be careful not to cut through, because I have done that and it just makes a mess of the dog. Another one we do like too is just to split right down this middle of the hot dog. I've seen that done a lot with Texas Tommies, and that's always good. But now we're just going to put it in a cast iron skillet. I'll use a cast iron only because I like that it heats evenly. I have 2 cast iron skillets and I love both of them. A little bit of butter, because that's what's going to get like a nice browning and char to it. Almost like you're grilling it, but we're doing it inside instead. I remember when my husband first did this, when the kids were really young, because you try and change stuff up, but when they're kids, they eat literally chicken fingers or hot dogs. So he went in one day and just did crisscrosses on their hot dogs. They thought it was the best thing ever, and we have not eaten a hot dog without crisscross or some kind of little fancy cut or something in it ever since. It's just the most basic thing, and we absolutely love it like this for some reason.
Turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up, we got this. Turn it up.
Okay, so finished dinner, and now I'm going to take you through what everything looks like during the day, but make sure you stay tuned because I will show you everything lit up at night.
Turn it up, we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. Turn it up on a higher level.
Now I'm going to go through, I'm going to light the tiki torches and the candles so we can hang out here for the night.
It's been you all along, but I've been too caught up to see it, baby. We can have it all if I just could get myself together. I'm not wasting another minute. If it goes up in flames, I'll take the pain. If I never try to get it, I can just forget it. I'm done playing the waiting game. I'm so done. I'm all done playing the waiting game. Baby, like the stars.
So there you have it, guys. That's my summertime backyard makeover. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button to see what I'll get myself into next. I think it's a declutter and clean of my bedroom. And I have a vision. We'll see what works. If not, pivot and make it work. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
If it goes up in flames, I'll take